I'd like to do next is we're going to have a little wrap up. We're going to have the Office of Aging come for no more than 5 minutes at the most. A couple minutes, good. And then I have a few things to say, and then we'll adjourn.
I don't think it's fair that I have to follow these two.
I don't think it is either.
I just don't think it's right. Thank you both so much. Thank you all for speaking with us. I want to applaud all of you who have done such a fabulous job in your planning for the future. And for those of you who haven't done your planning, you have learned a lot today. Go home and start your planning, because I'm here to tell you that if you don't do your planning for your medical situations and you end up in the hospital, your kids are going to do it for you, because that's what Maryland surrogate decision-making law allows to happen. So if you haven't done your advance directives and you're in the hospital and you're not able to make those decisions, first person that's going to be asked is your spouse. And if you don't have a spouse, second person that's going to be asked are your adult children. And if you don't have adult children, the next people that are going to be asked are your siblings. And then your grandchildren, and so forth and so forth. So make those decisions. And talk to your children about them, and talk to your spouse. These are the things you want to think through. These are the things you want to make sure that your values and your thoughts are what's carried out in those times when you're not able to get those decisions made by yourself. That said, on a much more exciting note, the kinds of decisions you want to make also are the ones about how you want to live in your house. So when you're looking at how your house is today, when you're spry and able to get around, and how you might not be quite as spry tomorrow, what you're talking about is, I want to age in place. How does my house work for me today? We do have within the Office on Aging a program called Aging in Place. And we do have a retrofit specialist. We do have occupational therapists that can work with individuals to look at the house and help you to figure out what needs you may have. Generally, we are working with people who are immediately having problems. But what we might be able to do is to get you to start thinking about what kinds of things do I need to be looking at. And there are actually individuals who have gone through specialized training. They're certified aging specialists who have gone through training to go out and do that kind of work within your home. So you really want to make sure you get the right people to come in and do the work for you. The Livable Homes Tax Credit, look into that. That's absolutely a great program. Know that when you do use that program, however, you do have to have permits in order to get that tax credit. So a lot of the things that you would normally not have to have a permit for, in order to get the tax credit, you do have to have a permit for. So any questions you have about that, you can look it up, obviously, on the website, but you can also call our Maryland Access Point workers. Any questions about transportation? Do we have the world's greatest public transportation? No. And I think what John said is right. We're more suburban than we are urban. We aren't 1 million people strong in a small area, so it is hard to have a strong public transportation arm. We do have public transportation. What will make our public transportation stronger is people demanding more. When we use public transportation and we have problems, and then people need to make complaints to the Public Transportation Agency. Regional Transit Agency is, RTA is who our public transportation agency is. When you want to use the agency, what I would recommend to you is you educate yourself about what options are available out there. It is available for individuals 60 and over to go to 5 kinds of places, just by virtue of age, 60 and over. You can go to any of our 50+ centers, what used to be called senior centers, medical appointments, employment, school, and social services agencies, sorry. Every once in a while, I go blank on these things. Just by virtue of your age, you can go to any of those 5 kinds of locations. 250 one way for paratransit. So they'll come pick you up at your house, take you to those, take you back.